First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for COVID-19 for the second time in 2 years. The White House says Dr. Biden is experiencing mild symptoms as she quarantines at their home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. The positive test follows the Bidens' trip to Florida, where they toured the damage from Hurricane Idalia. President Biden has tested negative for COVID-19. CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes joins us now. So, Nancy, how is the First Lady doing?
Well, Elaine, the latest we have from her aides here at the White House is that she is doing okay, that she has mild symptoms, that she is isolating at their beach home in Rehoboth, Delaware, and that's where she will remain. Her husband, of course, is here at the White House. He returned to the White House yesterday. He was with her all weekend. They traveled, as you mentioned, to the hurricane zone, to Florida, to survey the storm damage, and now they are in separate locations. Not perfect timing for the First Lady. It seems that COVID never comes at a perfect time. In this case, she was scheduled to resume teaching duties at the community college where she teaches here in the Washington area. Instead, her aides say there will be a substitute teacher who will take over for her for the next few days at least.
Well, this is an exposure for the president. So what kind of precautions are in place to keep him and the people around him safe?
Right. It is an exposure for him. And while he is a healthy adult, he is in that a higher risk area because of his age. And so he was tested yesterday. That was negative. And he'll be tested routinely in the days to come, especially because he is slated to leave in just 3 days, Elaine, for a pair of summits in India and in Vietnam. So obviously that would throw a major wrench into his plans logistically, not to mention the fact that there is, of course, great concern anytime a major world leader contracts COVID or frankly, any other disease. So he will be monitored. We haven't gotten any indication of any other special precautions that he is taking in the meantime, given his exposure to the First Lady. The White House still being pretty quiet about that as they work behind the scenes to figure out some contingency plans.
So given that busy schedule that the president has ahead of him, Nancy, that you just outlined, is there a contingency plan in place in case he can't travel?
Well, those are the questions that we've been asking the White House this morning. For example, if he can't go to these summits, would the vice president attend in his stead? She's already in the region. She is in Jakarta, Indonesia, for the next few days for some high-level meetings there. So it theoretically wouldn't be that difficult for her to take over and head to India and head to Vietnam. On the other hand, if the president is indisposed, she might be wanted back here at the White House. These are all open questions right now. Another big question, what if the president doesn't test positive over the next few days here in the U.S., but then leaves for India and tests positive once he gets there? What happens then? He's even got an event this afternoon, Elaine, where he's going to be giving the Medal of Honor to a recipient, and we haven't received word whether the president will be wearing a mask or taking any other kind of special precaution during that event.
A lot of open questions, and Nancy, I know you're going to have more on Congress's return to Washington as well, and the possibility of a looming government shutdown when you host America Decides at 5 p.m. Eastern. Nancy Cordes in Washington. Nancy, thank you.